Harrisonburg. I'm your anchor, Patricia Ridge, and this is my co-anchor, Ronnie Sparrow.
Go Dukes.
Today, we are here to inform the local residents and fellow Dukes about why the American legal system needs to change in order to accommodate transgendered inmates.
For all of you out there that are unaware of what transgendered means, it has been defined by the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and intersex community as the gender one identifies with, without regard to birth.
Transgendered people feel as if they were born in the wrong body, since their identity does not match their anatomical parts. Thus, we neglect a portion of our population when we categorize gender to two, male or female.
In America alone, there are about 700,000 transgender people. To match their physical appearance to their gender identity, transgender people get counseled, receive hormonal treatments, and lastly, undergo surgical procedures such as insertion or removal of breasts and genital reconstruction.
Currently, the only way to determine if an inmate is housed with men or women depends only upon anatomical parts. Yet, when a transgendered person between hormonal treatments and anatomical reconstruction are put in jail, they are psychologically and emotionally one gender, but anatomically another. This arises many questions regarding discrimination against the transgender community. Bridget, our expert on staff about American prisons, will help further explain the procedure for housing in prison.
A common technique in determining whether the offender will be sentenced to a male or female facility is a visual examination by an officer or medical staff. Upon confirmation of external genitalia, the criminal is immediately transferred to their corresponding facility with care, supervision, and a roommate compatible to their sex. This is problematic because a majority of transgender people who have not undergone genital reconstruction surgery are classified as their birth sex and are housed with the opposite sex, no matter how long they live their life as members of the other sex. That's Bridget Kramer signing off.
Today, the only procedure for housing transgender people is to put them away in solitary confinement for their own protection. This means that they are sentenced in isolation for 23 hours of the day with reduced privileges. Here, we have a clip of personal testimony of what it is like to be isolated due to sexuality.
How are you?
The sound of shackles, her only companion. After 3 months in isolation, this inmate claims to be shackled by far more than the cuffs that hold her ankles and wrists. She says she's shackled by a system of intolerance.
I feel less than a person.
That's because she spent the last 3 months alone in a cell, separated from the jail's general population.
Do you feel like you're being punished for what reason?
For having breasts and for being a transsexual.
22-year-old Christopher Boswell prefers that we call her Kalia. She's undergoing gender reassignment surgery, having been born a male, but identifies female.
According to the Harvard Law Review, statistics from the U.S. men's prisons indicate that transgender are more than 5 times more non-sexual victimization compared to males. In addition, up to 60% of transgendered inmates experience rape or attempted rape, compared to only 10% of overall Americans. A shocking 75% of transgendered people report a lifetime of sexual victimization. The one-size-fits-all policy in jail begs for a change in order to fairly accommodate transgendered people.
Many cases have made their way to the American justice system arguing that prisons that neglect the care of transgender people are bending the 8th Amendment by allowing cruel and unusual punishment. Transgendered inmates have one of 2 options in the American legal system: live with their rapist, or live in total isolation.
Currently, there is only one prison in the United States that even attempts to accommodate transgendered people efficiently. Rikers Island has just recently devoted a unit to their facility to housing only volunteering transgendered women. We have Correction Commissioner Joseph Ponte with the statement regarding this innovative step towards equality.
Filter this out, because inmates are not all alike. The department is creating specialized housing for many inmate groups, providing transgender women with specialized housing and good in service policies and meaningful reforms, and expected to reduce incidents around these individuals, while also leading to be better long-term outcomes, including possible reductions in recidivism.
Thank you, Commissioner. Mayor Bill de Blasio, who authorized this revolution, has taken a step in the right direction. But Trish and I agree that more action needs to be taken. For total equality, we believe America needs an all-transgendered prison. This prison would eliminate unfair gender-based confinement, and it promotes safety for transgendered people.
We need a procedure for accommodating transgendered people. No more should we allow unfair treatment in prison. Ultimately, we need to find an effective way to efficiently promote safety and equality for the transgendered community. Okay, I'm Patricia Ridge, and this is my co-anchor, Ronnie Sparrow, and thank you for watching Channel 11 News.